In today's episode of Value in My Toy Collection, we're still going to be valuing our beauty pageant memorabilia because we have so much. And if you stay until the very end of the video, we have one item that's going to appraise for more than $10,000. So wait until the end and see what it is. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building, and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection. And then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. We're still going to be valuing our pageant memorabilia in this video. First, we have this 1960 Royal Reunion dish, and it's worth about $25. We have a Royal Reunion bar of soap worth $10. We have this little crown magnet worth about $2, and this really hard to find Miss America watch and box that's worth about $40. Well, next up, my friends Melissa and Shirley gave me this for Christmas one year. It's a 1960 Royal Reunion little pamphlet from the Miss America pageant. It's worth about $20. Next up, we have this little Miss America plastic bracelet, probably worth about $2. It's not worth much, but I like to add up everything I have. Had this really cool Miss America charm bracelet. It's worth at least $30. It's kind of hard to find now as well. Let's see what else we have up here. We have this little Miss America doll. This was from the Marie Osmond collection, worth about $70. And from the 90s, we have a loose Miss America doll from the Kenner toy collection, worth about $12. And then we have these vintage Miss America dolls. These are from 1972, 1973. And in this condition, these are worth about $30 each. Sometimes they're valued a little bit more, but I think realistically about $30 each. We have this Barbie Bazaar magazine with the Miss America doll on the front, worth about $10, and a Miss America doll still in the box, and that makes it worth about $150. All right, next up we have some Miss Mississippi items. They're worth about $5 each, and then this little Miss America headband's worth about $3. We have this Miss America Crowning Moments set still in the box, worth $75. And then we have some Miss America dolls. These are the talent dolls. They made 9 dolls altogether, 4 talent dolls and 5 evening gown dolls. And these talent dolls are probably worth about $25 each. So that's about $100 even because we have 4 of them. Now, back in the day before the internet came out, these dolls came out in 1991. So I was a huge Miss America fan back then. And I know I wanted all of the dolls, so I actually had to drive all around town looking for them and go to different stores finding them. All right, next we have the Miss America dolls in the evening gowns. These are worth about $25 each, and we have all 5, so that's about $125 we can add to the collection. Now, when I was driving all around the town to find these dolls, I found them all but one, and I eventually just had to give up. And then luckily, the internet came out a few years later, and I was able to track down my missing one on the internet. I'm so glad we have the internet now. It makes collecting so much easier. All right, this one's in bad shape, but still worth about $20. It's a Miss Mississippi program book from 1947, almost impossible to find. And then a Miss Mississippi book from 1960, not in great shape, but still worth about $20, and a Miss Mississippi tote bag worth $5. All right, then we have a huge collection of some of the outstanding teen program books. This was the teen division of the Miss Mississippi pageant. These really aren't worth much at all. We have 14 of these, including 2 from the national pageant, and I figured they might be worth $5 each. So 14 times 5 is another $70 we can add to our grand total. Most of them are in pretty good shape, but This national one right here has a little bit of damage to it, but like I said, probably still worth about $5. It's got some crowns. This is a smaller version of our Miss Magnolia State crown. It's custom made, and it's probably worth about $45. And this little replica of the Miss America crown is worth about $20. We've got several of these old TV guide type books. These came in your local newspaper, and I figure they're all worth at least $15 each, and we have 29 of these, so that's another $435 we can add to our total. But I pick these up on eBay whenever I see them because they're so hard to find. I love these that had the Miss Universe and the Miss USA on the cover. That's the 1980 and 81 winner, and then this is Miss Universe. I think that's 1962 or 63. That's the 63 TV guide, so she would have been the Miss Universe 1962. And there's Miss Universe 79 and USA 80. And Miss USA ended up winning Miss Universe that year, so that's a pretty cool one to have. Then there's Miss America Phyllis George, 1971, on one of the TV guides. They're called TV Week back then. And then this was Miss Universe and Miss USA in 73, I believe. And then here is Miss Universe 1983 or 4. And then that's Summer Bartholomew. She was Miss USA 1975. I love how the national winners back then were really promoted and they got to be on covers of magazines, but they're kind of not as popular today, unfortunately. That's Universe 76 and Miss USA. And then this is Miss Universe 1981 and USA 82, I believe. Kind of hard to remember all of them right off the top of my head. And then that's Miss Universe 1964 from Greece. And there's Miss America 1961 from Michigan. And I just have a stack of these. That's one of the very first Miss USA winners. See if I can get my camera focus for you. And a Tempo magazine. And that's Miss America, Vonda K. Van Dyke. And then there's Miss America 1957 from Colorado. And Miss America 1960, she's from Mississippi, Linda Lee Mead, I know her. And then Miss America 1959, Miriam Mobley, also from Mississippi. And this was the Miss America from South Carolina. That is Susan Perkins, Miss America 1978. And then that's the Miss Universe 1961 from Germany. You don't see too many color pictures of her around. And Miss Universe from the USA 1960. Linda Beaumont. And then there's Tawny Goodan, Miss America 1976. With Burt Parks. He was the host of Miss America for many years. This was Miss USA 1970. She placed first runner-up to Miss Universe 71. Shirley Cothran, Miss America 1975 from Texas with Burt Parks. The bicentennial year, 1976. This one just had the Miss Minnesota contestants on the cover of this TV Week. Or TV Times, I should say. And this is Cheryl Pruitt, Miss America 1980 from Mississippi on the Guidepost magazine. And then Sue Downey, Miss USA 1965, appeared again on one of the TV weeklies. And then I found this one. This was Susan Powell. She was Miss America 1981. And then we have this old Jet magazine with the first African-American Miss Universe on the cover. And it's worth about $15 from 1977. Back in 2016, we went to Atlantic City to the Miss America pageant. You could actually go to the visitors convention and they would give you these free magnets. They're huge. And I figure this whole set's worth about $20. Here's a Miss America purse. This is from like the 50s. I don't know if it's official Miss America or they just called them Miss America, but I put it in my collection and it's worth at least $30. It could be worth up to about $75, but I say about $30. Had this little silver tray from a pageant. It's not worth very much, probably like $5. And then a little Miss America snow globe, also worth about $5. Have an Atlantic City seashell bank I got up at the Miss America pageant worth about $5. And then in Las Vegas, we got a shoe collectible also worth about $5 when we went to the Miss America pageant. I did get some of that saltwater taffy up in Atlantic City, and that tin is worth about $10. And we have a ceramic magnolia worth about $15 for our Miss Magnolia State pageant. Here's one of my paintings I found laying around, probably worth about $10. And then we have this little Miss America 76th anniversary pouch and folders in there. It's got a lot of cool information in there with pictures, and I figure all that's worth at least $20. These are so hard to find. It's a Cheryl Pruitt Miss America ceramic collectible from 1980, and it's worth about $25. We've got these Miss USA passes for the talent to get in. 2 of those, they're worth about $10. And this cute little Miss Universe Valentine card. It's really old and vintage, probably from the 60s. It's worth about $5. And then this is pretty cool, actually. This is a luggage tag from the Miss USA pageant, like 1982-83. And the cool thing is it has Julie Hayek's business card in there when she was Miss California USA before she won Miss USA. I figure that's worth at least $25. This Miss America marble paperweight worth about probably $15. And then we have this little Cheryl Pruitt Miss America button on a rosette. That's probably worth about $10. Got another one of those little rubber Miss America bracelets worth about $2. Got a 75th anniversary little acrylic plaque here from Atlantic City. That's worth about probably $12. Got a Convention Hall glass Christmas ornament worth about $15. It's pretty nice. I could pick that up one of the last years it was held in Convention Hall. Then I just got this stuff in. Got this Miss Universe 1982 guidebook. It's worth about $10. And then the Miss Universe program book from 1982 is worth about $125. Got this signed autographed picture of Miss Universe 1964 worth about $15. And I finally got a Miss Mississippi book worth about $25. And then we have another Miss America replica crown. This one's worth about $30 because it actually is the 4-point crown. The other one's 5, which was incorrect. And there's our beautiful helper Daisy we haven't seen in a while. Then we have a Miss America cape. It's probably worth about $30 as well. Not worth a whole lot. But here's the big item I've been telling you guys about at the beginning of the video. It's the official Miss America throne chair that Miss America's 1963 through 1972 sat in to do fake crowning pictures after they had won. Here's the original backing of the chair. I had to have the whole thing reupholstered because it was in terrible shape when I received it. And then we have different pictures that show some of the former winners sitting in the chair. Now, I paid a lot for this chair and I had to have it reupholstered. Ended up paying about $9,000 for it. So now that it's brought back to its glory, it's probably worth about $12,000 and probably should be in the Smithsonian. Well, with our previous 473 videos of value in my toy collection, our collection was worth $1,211,657. Now with this video, with all of these cool pageant items, we can add another $13,853 to our overall grand total. So that means our new grand total for episode 474 of Value in My Toy Collection is $1,225,510. I always dreamed of saying I had $1 million toy collection, and now I can actually say I do. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying watching these videos as much as I am making them. I like to see what all I have and what it's actually worth. Maybe one day I can sell it all for retirement money. I'm also putting all of our toys and collectibles on our Facebook page, and it's called the Toy Vault of Mississippi. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please think about doing so because it really helps us grow. So until our next video, we will see you then.